Hello guys, H29 here for Community, and today I'm going to be showing you the art of TP and UP training. So let's get on. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be walking over to the Loomian Center. So the box is where it all really begins. This is the first Dusky I caught right here. And these are its UPs. These are stats that cannot be changed at all. Once you get it, and it sticks with you for the rest of its Loomian's life. The TPs, however, can be changed, and as you can see, I've done a little bit of TP training right here. 128 speed, but that's not the max. See, I'm only halfway there right now. And we gotta go from here to there. The stars under these will tell you your UP. So for those of you who don't have this bar here, refer to this to see what kind of UPs you look at. Yeah, no, 40 is the max UP you will ever get. So if you want a really perfect Loomian, you want to get 40 UPs all the way down. But that's just not really possible unless you're lucky, because breeding is actually not in the game yet. And more proof of this is that I've been TP training as well. As you can see, its UPs are totally different. I think legendaries always come with 40 UPs in 3 stats. So yeah. So how do we actually get TPs? Well, in order to get TPs, you will need something called the Loomian Legacy Wiki. So let me just look that up right now. Alright, so down here are all the different TPs you can get. Yeah, right now. So on my Dusket, I need speed and ranged attack, and that's another thing that we're gonna go over later. So I'll explain what ranged and melee attack is. So we can see by defeating different Loomians, you get, so like let's say right now, if I wanted a health TP, I'd want to go over to a Twiller and defeat that for 1 health TP. That would go into this stat right here, which would build the bar up and add a number here. So what do I do once I find the Loomian that I'm looking for? Well, it's simple. All you want to do is find the location. Mine is in Route 1. It could be anywhere here in Route 1. And what I'm going to do is find Twiddles and Cathorn. And here we got Cathorn, and all I need to do is defeat that. Once you keep defeating Cathorns, and this attack will raise. See, mine was on like 129 before, now it's on 130. Yeah, that's it. Now the personality is something a little bit more advanced. It's probably something you shouldn't worry about, because there's no real way to get like different personalities unless you were trying to get different Duskets or whatever Loomian, and that'd be for like the super competitive players. But basically, we have a thing called breeding, which is not in the game yet. Once that comes in, then we can focus on personalities. But basically, like look right here, personality, it's tender. So if I was to find like a personality chart somewhere, so what I've got here is aeronautical, to him, his personality chart, and basically down here are all the things that will increase, and up here is all the ones that will lower. So I've got pretty bad personality, because this Cinemoth only has the tender personality, which means that its defense will decrease and it wouldn't get any increases in anything else. So that's the meaning of a bad personality. The personality indifferent does nothing at all. Okay, this is the example of a decent one. It will lower but give you 1. But for now, this is what we got, and this is what we gotta stick with. Yeah. Alright. This part is, well, not really confusing, but it's probably one of the things that's probably gonna, like, once you've done TP training, right? What you always want to go do is go level up, because there might be some moves that you might not know about. I'm not saying you should go all the way to level 40, but keep going to like a decent level and see what you can get. Yeah, personally, I do not know, but I will be making a video on Dusket's bet on the perfect Dusket, what perfect Dusket looks like. So what you want to look at here is you want to go to overview and look which one's higher. Is this fit? Means it's melee attack, right? This is melee, but in past games we call it physical, but I'm not gonna confuse you guys like that. And then this is called ranged attack. If physical attack is lower than its ranged attack, you want to only be teaching it ranged moves. How do you know if it's a ranged move? Look here, right, at this specific symbol, alright? This specific symbol will tell you what type the move is, alright? So when your Loomian learns a new move, you want to always look out for this symbol or for this symbol, right? As you can see, I do not have this symbol anywhere on my attacks. That means I've been teaching it the correct moves. And yeah, you also want to give some moves that will spice up the battle a bit. I don't know much, but I have a move called Return to Sender, which means anyone who attacks me with a ranged move this time will double the power. Never know if I'm going to get rid of that. And I also have Final Ruse, which would, if I get taken down, the Loomian in front of me will get taken down as well. So you never know when you're going to need that. Okay, so now we have items. Now you might have come across this, but if you went into this shop here and you talk to this man, he would give you a Kabunga coffee, and it would have a chance to increase your Loomian's energy after every turn that's in. So that's the example of an item. You might have different items. We don't know any other items, so items is nothing you should be focusing on, but might be something you want to focus on later in the game. Okay, so now we're on the part where you're actually setting up your team. You're gonna want probably the three main types. Of course, I can't do that because I do not have all the starters. But you're probably gonna want you're gonna want a fire, a grass, and water weakness. It doesn't necessarily have to be a leaf, fire, or water type, but you can just get a weakness for it. Like for example, fire is weak to earth types, and I don't know, there is a move chart somewhere. Alright, so I'm gonna give credit here to Jamie. What he's done is he's gone over all the weaknesses. Wherever it says 0.5, it means it's not very effective. No, when it says ×1 is effective, that means it's not super effective, but it's normal usage. And over here where it says ×2 means it's super effective. So really want to be looking out for is you want to go by fire, see if you have a Loomian with a weakness like that. Water, see if you have a Loomian that can weakness that. Plant, earth, electric, go over all these. It's really important that you do. Me, I don't have a team set up yet, but once I do, I will be. Oh, and where it says 0 is where it's not effective at all. So like spirit is not effective at all on light type, so you can't have all spirit moves on one Loomian, otherwise you cannot clutch up in certain situations. So yeah guys, I think that's gonna do for this video. If you still have questions, just ask me in the comments and I'll answer them, but that should actually be everything. If you are still confused, then I can still help you in the comment with whatever you're confused about. But that should be basically it. If you didn't understand, go over it one more time, try to understand it. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me guys. Leave a like, subscribe, of course. And yeah, I'll see you in my next stream or my next video. Bye.